Good morning, Campbell, and welcome to Wake Up CU. I'm Taylor Deckert, and here's my co-host, Gray Barnhill.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks for tuning in. Today is Campbell Giving Day,
It sure is.
in case you didn't know, so it's very important. We are trying to get some more money for the school and make more things happen. You can give money to the student union, a specific department on campus. You can also do it in honor of people.
Yep, and I know the cheerleaders are trying to get money for their department. And then there is a competition going on between the schools, like School of Business, the pharmacy school. Like if you want to donate to your school, the one who raises the most money and gets the most donations gets an additional amount. I'm not sure about the amount, but there's a little competition going on.
Yeah, and today's goal is to have 1,000 donors, which is really awesome. They're also pushing for seniors to be giving $20.19, 2019, to celebrate our graduation this year. So Taylor,
yay.
Be sure you give before the end of the day.
Yes.
I gave this morning, so you guys should definitely be a part of that.
I gotta get on that. I had to drink some coffee first before I did anything.
Yeah, totally understandable.
But let's jump in with our hot topics for today. Watched, and there were some commercials, and what was your favorite?
Yeah, so let's talk commercials. There were a few that I really enjoyed. I think my favorite one was probably the Pepsi commercial, which when I first was watching it, I was expecting it to be a Coke commercial because they're at a restaurant and the guy comes up and the girl's like, "Can I get a Coke?" And the guy says, "Is Pepsi okay?" And I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be Coke's way better than Pepsi, whatever." But Pepsi, Steve Carell stands up from another booth and is like, "Hey, of course Pepsi's okay. It's so good." And then Cardi B walks in here and she's like, "Okay." Like,
and then, okay, who's the other dude? He goes, "Okay."
Yeah, I don't know what his name is, but it was, I don't know. But they were all about Pepsi. It was really funny. I actually laughed out loud watching it, so.
Yeah, that one was a good one.
Yeah.
And then they've aired it a couple other times since then.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah.
yes.
So, Taylor, do you remember your childhood?
I do.
Well-
Lots of fun memories.
Well, that's good. So there's another movie coming out that kind of throws it back to our childhood again a little bit. So Toy Story 4 is surfacing in
Yay.
June. It's been 9 years since the third movie and 24 since the very first Toy Story.
Wow.
What are your thoughts?
That's a long time. What are they gonna do? I watched the commercial that they aired again during the Super Bowl, and I can't tell what the vibe's gonna be.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused because we've already had we had Andy and then Jesse came in the second one,
yep.
and then Andy went to college.
Yeah. So, and then they already added a bunch of new toys, so maybe they could go on that. But I guess we'll see on June 21st, 2019.
I feel like the third one was just a good closure, so I don't really know. But Tom Hanks did post on Twitter and was like, "This is the best that it could be. Like, this is the best way that we could end whatever is going on." So, but yeah.
It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
Another show that we all grew up watching is Full House, but Fuller House is right now on Netflix, and they just released that they are going to have their 5th and final season.
That's
and
right.
The end of Fuller House.
The end of Fuller House, the end of the Tanners, DJ Stephanie and Michelle. However, Michelle has not been on any of Fuller House.
Maybe this last season they'll get a word from one of them.
We'll see. That would be really awesome. I would be interested to know, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
According to the very first episode of Fuller House, they're in New York working on their fashion empire. So.
I haven't heard from anything. I love watching. They just added all of the Mary-Kate and Ashley movies to Netflix.
Yeah.
So I've been watching a couple of those.
Of course you have.
During my free time, senior year, got a couple extra minutes every now and then.
It's worth it. Totally worth it. We're getting ready to be adults soon.
Yeah.
94 days is what I've heard. 94 days.
It's not happening. Nope.
Okay, anyway, so our next hot topic. So February 1st, 2019 was a big day for history, a big day for changes. And the reason I say that is because I'm personally involved in everything going on. But the Boy Scouts of America has officially opened the program to everyone, boys and girls. Girls ages 11 to 18 will now have the ability to earn the Eagle Scout Award, which we've talked about this before, and it's interesting. Definitely something that's changed. Boy Scouts is over 100 years old, and now they're bringing girls into the program.
Yeah. See, I personally, I was a Girl Scout from 3rd grade to 12th grade, so I have a long history in that, so I'm kind of like,
And
the Girl Scouts.
the Girl Scouts are still a program.
Yes, they
so
still are.
Still a thing.
Still
Boy
supporting
Scouts
them
is
with
just
some cookies.
right. They've changed the name to Scouts BSA. So the history of Boy Scouts of America is still there, but now everyone can be a Scout and be involved in that.
So a girl can go ahead and earn that Eagle Scout equality.
Yep.
But you know, Girl Scouts is still around. You can still earn your gold award. I didn't do that. Oh.
Good job,
Sorry.
Sarah. Well, I did earn my Eagle, and shout out to everyone else who now has a chance to also earn their Eagle because it's good for them and it's going to help you in life.
Yes. All right, great. So do you own a Yeti?
I do own a Yeti. The only reason I own a Yeti is because I won it in a lip sync battle, but I do own one.
All right, so we have the Yeti here. So there is a study that has come out that doctors are going nuts about. The beloved Yeti has a little flaw. It is dishwasher safe. You can stick it in the dishwasher. The lid, you just stick it all in. Oh, you haven't even used this yet.
I haven't used it at all. I haven't even opened it.
So you can just stick it in the dishwasher and it'll be fine. The lid cleans it, but it is not cleaning it completely. People are getting very, 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 very sick because they are not cleaning the top properly. So doctors have demonstrated that you need to take off the magnetic clip because germs get stuck under there from it sliding. So I thought that was interesting, and then I don't think I can do this since you've never used it yet.
You might. Let me see if I can get it.
But you have to take off the rubber ring to get all the mold out from underneath, which I never would have thought that. So under here, don't really know if you can see it, but under here there's a little lip, and it holds so much germ and bacteria, and so doctors have been recommending to completely take it apart, which no one really does. I mean, as a college student, I just kind of like wash.
Just wash it out, rinse it out. Yep.
So that's something that you need to think about when you use your new Yeti.
Yeah, and this is not only for Yetis too. If you have other metal cups that have come out, you know, Ozark Trail has one. There's a couple of other brands, and all cups like this have these metal rings. They have these pieces that move back and forth and can kind of open up the hole for you to drink out of. So it's very important that you're cleaning this so you don't get sick.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's a lot. The flu's going around right now.
Flu is going around.
Stay safe.
I got my flu shot. I'm good.
Me too.
Thanks, Mom.
I haven't gotten sick yet. You know, knock on wood. We'll see. So yeah. Anyway, that's all we have for our hot topics, and we'll see you right after this commercial break.
Welcome back. I'm joined today by the executive chef of Campus Dining, John Kohler. Thanks for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so tell us a little bit about yourself and your position in Campus Dining.
Well, I came here from California in December of 2018, and I am the executive chef on campus for Aramark Dining Services.
Awesome. Wow, that's a long flight.
It was a longer drive.
Yeah. Oh, you drove.
I did.
My goodness. That is a long drive. So why did you decide to become a chef?
Well, I really enjoy the way that food can change people's mindset. I think that food is a common denominator in daily life, in celebrations, whether they're somber or happy. And I think that food is something that everyone remembers. It can affect people, and it can bring back memories, sometimes stronger than either photographs or videos. And everyone needs food. It's an important part of daily life, and I love being a part of people's lives through food.
Yes. I always connect, like everyone says, like, oh, Thanksgiving, like, gotta have turkey and ham, and everyone has different, like, Christmas traditions, and so it's very memorable. So what would you say is the most rewarding thing about your job?
I think that goes back to connecting with people through food, being able to change their attitudes, change their mindset. If someone's having a bad day, eats a really good meal, I think that can definitely bring them up.
Yeah.
I think that being a part of their celebrations and gatherings, bringing people together through food again is just really rewarding and satisfying to me.
Yes, and I definitely agree. Food makes you feel better, especially when you have a cold and and you want some like really good soup or something like that. What would you say is your favorite dish to cook?
I really enjoy cooking soups, sauces, doing marinades. I enjoy doing things that bring out the flavor, the natural flavors of food. Really doing sauces for like steaks, fish, chicken, proteins.
Good
I
stuff.
really like doing those.
Awesome. What are some healthy options that you would say are offered around campus? Because I know that's a big thing.
Absolutely.
People don't want to gain the freshman 15, and since it is a lot of underclassmen who are eating in the dining services.
Well, not being a doctor or a certified nutritionist, anything I say is just my opinions. But I think that every dining hall and every location does have healthy options available. You just have to know what to look for. Green vegetables, leaner proteins. The things that are typically the tastiest, the most tempting items, I say eat those in moderation. But just look at the menus, look at what's available. Look all around the dining hall before you make any decisions. And everyone knows pretty much common sense what the healthier items are. Make sure you put a little bit of those on your plate along with the things that taste really good and are tempting as well.
Yes, I'll always love going to the salad bar. But does campus dining have any events coming up that you'd like to talk about?
Actually, tomorrow we're doing our Founders Week dinner at Marshbanks.
Okay.
A lot of our events happen at Marshbanks just because it's the largest and most convenient dining hall for a lot of the students and faculty and staff. So tomorrow I'll be out back of Marshbanks. Feel free to stop by and say hi. I'll be roasting a whole pig on a big grill.
Oh, wow.
And then when we're done with that, we'll take it inside and shred it up and serve that for Founders Dinner alongside pan-fried chicken, collard greens, corn on the cob, and we'll do cobbler's a la mode for dessert. So that'll be fun. Also, in regards to the question about healthy options, we'll be having a visiting nutritionist on campus tomorrow. That will also be in Marshbanks. So stop by, talk to them, and ask questions.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for coming on this show today. I definitely will be checking out that event for sure. Let's go to Gray Barnhill with our News Minute.
Thanks, Taylor. Here's your News Minute for the week of February 6th. Seniors, you still have time. Go over to Carter Gym for the Senior Legacy Breakfast before 10 a.m. They are giving away free t-shirts and breakfast to the class of 2019. Seniors, take a moment and celebrate your successes. It's now only 94 days until graduation. This week is Founders Week here at Campbell University, and tomorrow's event is the Highland Games. Teams of 3 to 5 compete games from the Scottish Highlands. Registration starts at 3 p.m. in the Academic Circle, and games will begin at 3:30. This year, for Campbell's annual spring concert, country music artist Hunter Hayes will be performing on April 17th in the Convocation Center. Tickets for students, staff, and faculty will be available starting at 10 a.m. on February 11th at the information desk in the Oasis. Undergraduate students can get their tickets for free with their student ID. Graduate students and faculty tickets can purchase them for $20. General public tickets go on sale February 13th. That's your News Minute. We'll be back with the game and our sports corner right after this. Welcome back, everyone. So, Taylor, we've got a senior Would You Rather game for us today.
All right, I'm ready
so
for
I
what
wrote
you got in
some.
store.
I wrote some Campbell Would You Rather questions, and we're just going to go through these and have some fun. So,
Okay.
first question: Would you rather play mud volleyball or sand volleyball?
Mud volleyball. I've done it every single year. I
Yeah?
may not be good at it, but it's really fun. Just
Definitely a fun tradition that we have.
getting in there.
Yeah, definitely. What about, would you rather be here an extra year or graduate early?
I'd rather be here an extra year. I'm not ready for graduation or getting a job or any of
Yeah,
that.
me neither. Definitely an extra year. That's.
It costs more. Would it be free?
I don't. I'm not gonna call it free,
Because I can't pay for that.
but I still think being here an extra year would be more fun.
Yes,
For
most
sure.
definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Would you rather eat at Marshbanks or Shouse?
Marshbanks, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But I got to go to Shouse on Tuesday for some
Chicken Tender
Dinner
Tuesday. Yep, that's where I'm at as well. And then our last question: Would you rather have Creek Coffee or Starbucks?
That's a hard one because I like both.
I
but-
really like Starbucks, but I also really enjoy Creek Coffee and like frozen hot chocolate, that kind of thing. So definitely something I'm interested in.
Atmosphere-wise, I'm definitely at Creek Coffee more.
It's a good place to study and like relax and
Yeah.
be able to.
I live off campus, so as a senior, it's just easier to get to sometimes.
Right, right. Well, that's true because parking is sometimes difficult. So, yeah. And how about, would you rather change your major early or later?
I don't want to change my major, though.
I mean, me neither. But okay.
We both came in as comm students.
You're right. We did.
We've been
We're very
true.
lucky. We never had to change our majors.
No, I don't know what I would do. Like
Oh.
accounting? Huh?
I don't know
Nope.
what I would do.
Art, maybe.
Anyway, it's time to head over to Isaac for our sports corner.
Welcome to your Campbell Sports Corner. I'm your host, Isaac Ray. Last night, Campbell's men's wrestling took on Gardner-Webb and dominated the running Bulldogs and sent them home with the tails between the legs, dominating 40-4 in a dominating fashion, improving to 5-0 on the season and 3-0 in the conference. Men's basketball will be taking on High Point this evening at 7 o'clock against the Purple Panthers. We'll be looking for Chris Clemens to dominate offensively, as he always has. The star guard passed Larry Bird and Tyler Hansborough last week on the NCAA scoring list. 3 of these points came on a dramatic game-winning buzzer beater against Radford last weekend. You can see here Chris gets the ball, taking the ball up the floor. I'd like to make a long-distance call for 3 and the game. Yes, sir. So, in NFL news, Super Bowl happened. It was about as interesting as a three-hour lab at 8 a.m. No one enjoyed it, and honestly boring. But, alas, football's not over, people. A new league named the Alliance of American Football will be debuting this weekend on CBS. The AAF will feature 8 teams from across the country and will provide an opportunity for former college and pro players still looking for a chance to play at the professional level. One such player is former Campbell Carlos Merritt, who will be playing for the Atlanta Legends this weekend. The league kicks off at 8 this Saturday on CBS. This has been your Campbell Sports Corner. I'm Isaac Ray. Now back to Taylor and Gray.
Thanks, Isaac, for that awesome sports corner.
Yeah,
that was
really
great.
I learned a lot of stuff from that. So now we're going to head on over to our Tell Me Something Good segment.
Tell me something good.
So the Super Bowl made it so hard to find just a sliver of kindness because I found like 5 to 6 stories that were all like so heartwarming and everything. But this one stuck out. Mayor Kay is a young internet vlogger, and he went out of his way to show a few homeless men some appreciation on Super Bowl Sunday. It went viral. He went and bought handfuls of Patriots jerseys and ordered a dozen wings and set out on the streets of New York and invited 4 guys to his Super Bowl party, which was held at a rooftop bar. He got them out of the cold, and during the whole video, you could see how happy they were, and it was a win in our hearts. The story is going on viral on Facebook, and I just loved watching it. I actually followed the guy because he loves doing that kind of stuff on a daily
really
basis.
Awesome. Sometimes you never think of like the things that people are doing for others, and that's a great story. Great story.
Yep.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in today. Make sure you watch our Monday night shows and Wednesday night shows for our Campbell Now News. But that's it for today. So that's another episode of Wake Up, See You.